sa egumu ahodo akuafo a modo enobaye ebitise atoko awuo emo eni atosode ahodo no omo enkoje OCP MPK 15 ana OCP MPK 10 akuafo a omo so edo legumes ebitise soya beans peanuts and beans omo so enkoje OCP fertilizer a eye TSP OCP fertilizer ebusu wo baabia ye ton hwa yo nyoma e wo man Anoti atufo enfre 0555 909 437 ana 0555 909 433 OCP fertilizer papa OCP yegina ho magana ene Africa kuyayo
Emra nkwana metesa wo ba no se wo kwa Nada.
Oh, woko, okosuku.
Na yesi ajapi abano nso okọ na nso ono de okoye adwuma.
Mese, amanfo akọ no. Enya gro.
Ja no hwa na de won kosa no.
Oh, Express Group for ya.
Express Group.
Yes, Express Group. Obia na nya bre. Bese otukwa kwa ama no ne de. Wode obekọ simple. If you want to study and work in abroad in any of the advanced countries like Canada, US, Australia, UK and Germany, they will take you there. Nessa you visit and now turn so oko Dubai, Canada, UK, USA, Australia, and Germany numa wade obeko. Say ya juma so wade obeko Dubai, Qatar, and South Korea. And if you want to write an international test like IELTS, SAT, TOEFL, GRA, and GMAT, they will assist you to write. Kekeyechira kwan e Kumase, Asafo Labor, Runabout wa, Enkran, Kanechi First Light, Tema Community 18, Lashe Big Boy Filling Station, Sunyani, Silver House, Ewo High Court, Tamale, Ayama Building, Tamale Teaching Hospital, Takrade Market Circle, and our offices. Our my bebre so telephone 055 555 0067 and 0249 000448.
In this age, reliable and stable power supply is the bedrock of every development. However, a backup plan should always be for every business that wants to thrive to hit the ceiling. Peggett Engineering and Company Limited offers that plan. They are the importers of brand new original super silent Cummins and Perkins generators from the UK. Peggett is also the sole importer of comfy air conditions that comes with an inverter. At Peggett, we undertake installation and servicing of solar panels, generators, and air conditions with certified ECG installers. Here, everything is done in a professional way. Call now on 0244 599 124 or 0265 468 434. Peggett Engineering and Company Limited. Locators at Ahinsan Kumasi, adjacent the Kumaruman Rural Bank or opposite the China Mall. Peggett Engineering and Company Limited. The entity you can trust.
Liberty Hour in conjunction with Food for Thoughts and Omanhene Ministries Liberty Conference. I drew up your move where your July edition or say heart thy word and only a somewhere so breaking family barriers and limitations. Shannon say your fruit direction Liberty Conference July edition Omanhene Yaw Boakye Onyamiakoa or Tunisa Fred Food for Thought to Fonina say wait a pay butu July Bosumen Nida Toswadunusia Jubilee Park Anopanusia Pepe Eyadame Minida Ajum to phone in here Minister Sete Champo Yamami Mebelot and a resident worshiper Minister Kwame Jedu next year was a back for envelope Bako stretch say approved Adebia say Abawo say Ayarisa say you are going to say Yesikasem Sadam Onyamebefana Kwasu now approve Wama Bako so stretch say cancel and Utidia Wompen and also Ubetro Bakwechi now Onyame Ebejani boy nisu now what you Shamwama Liberty Conference July edition Onyame and in our appointment and you free Liberty Conference July edition on Yankropon Trading or Sansa Krokotiakon Didi Pechia Amansena Edidi Mupi Wayasi a Kopeni de Wokuma one from Yen Osiyemra no pay. Oh glory hallelujah. Oh never yes wait Sinyamiano.
It's 6:45 on Sompa 93.1 FM. We are live on television, also live on Facebook at Sompa 93.1. My name is Omanhene Yaw Boakye. I'm your man in the morning, and this morning, expedite probe in 2024 electoral violence. President Mahama to IGP. Let's hear what he had to say.
Society has implemented a range of interventions to deepen national consensus, strengthen conflict prevention mechanisms, and foster public trust in the institutions that underpin our democracy, especially those responsible for elections, investigations, and prosecution of electoral offenses. While Ghana once again demonstrated its democratic resilience in the 2024 elections, culminating in a largely peaceful transfer of power, we cannot ignore that the process was marred by isolated acts of violence in some constituencies. Let me use this platform to unequivocally condemn these acts of violence and call for swift accountability for the perpetrators, expedite investigations into these acts of electoral violence, and bring the perpetrators to justice. The Attorney General is also working on a report to be presented to Cabinet for adequate compensation to be paid to victims and relatives of those affected by the violence.
Okay, into our catcher IGP say you should expedite action. Okay, so what this argument is former and now you go so I any muso or the be ban on bone boot. Says no beginning this academic year. The state will cover the academic user fees of all first-year students into public institutions, universities, colleges of education, technical universities, and nursing training colleges. What my your mama say? First-year fees now or share bono. A few way. Oko nursing training. Obano obe catch us obe G fees our boy. University near OTA user fee. Abaina cover. Yenti asamo kai.
Academic year, the state will cover the academic-related fees of all first-year students admitted in our public universities, colleges of education, technical universities, and nursing training institutions, who in many cases would otherwise have had to forego their dreams for lack of funds.
Let it be known across this land that from today, no Ghanaian child will be denied tertiary education simply because they cannot afford the academic fees.
And today, with our student educators, parents, and development partners, I'm pleased to declare the no-fee stress policy officially launched. Let it be known across this land that from today no Ghanaian child will be denied entry into tertiary education simply because they cannot afford the academic fees.
Okay, now, training allowances, you. We are working on your training allowances. You will start receiving alert soon. Mahama, I'm now a teacher and trainees. Say, I'm now for years. No fee street program, fees program, no. Emma Sony Ade Akye lunch and catch up say, go forecast will be allowance in Momoba, and the cash go flow. Yeah, Grace.
Inform you that we're also working on your trainee allowances. And soon, you will start receiving alerts for your trainee allowances too.
Okay, that is a joy on the faces of training colleges, and they thought it wasn't going to come. Ablekuma no free run. The MPP rejects decision to rerun election in 19 police stations. They said Emaso, Senepa Emaswe. Yentie wamo.
Our representatives in the Persons Commission on 1st July, our representatives in the Persons of Evans Nimako, our Director of Research and Elections, and Ebenezer Nati, Honorable Ebenezer Nati, former Member of Parliament for Ablekuma Central, representing our party, vehemently opposed the position of the Electoral Commission. So it cannot be that after extensive discussion, the EC painting the picture as if the parties there agreed to their roadmap. The MPP reps at the meeting opposed to the Electoral Commission's position, and that was our position at the meeting, just for the records. For the avoidance of doubt, the New Patriotic Party finds the Electoral Commission's sudden U-turn on Ablekuma North stalemate as not only shocking, but also disingenuous and unlawful. The party thus completely rejects the decision of the Commission to rerun the polling station elections in the said 19 polling stations, and we shall proceed to advance our reasons.
Okay, we'll get back to those very soon. 24-hour economy policy. Alfonso Macken is the minority leader in Parliament, and he says that it's a policy just to deceive Ghanaians. Why is he saying so?
You've only a paltry sum of. Now you say that the 24-hour economy policy will require 4 billion. Meanwhile, you've only a paltry sum of 300 to 400 million in public funding by way of commitment. And you say the rest is on a private sector investment promises. Very vague. Very vague. You go on a campaign platform to create the impression that you have something of value. Then you come with a vague promise that the rest is private sector. Meanwhile, there are no incentives for the private sector. Since they came into office, they should share with us a single incentive they've introduced for the private sector. Even the 1D, 1F policy, you've cancelled it. Then you say the rest of it is coming from the private sector. I want to ask the government, and I want Minister, Leader of Government Business to take this on board. The heavy dependence on the PPPs and the SPVs without clarity on structure, risk sharing, or funding sources makes this vague. So they should come again. 2, non-alignment with Ghana's debt sustainability plan and the IMF program still makes this policy vague. No medium-term fiscal framework or concrete revenue.
All right. Education Minister Tuana Mombi. Na no pay Mabona Basu. Also, I catch the National Inspectorate Board. Say, as a matter of urgency, they should strictly enforce ban of mobile phone usage in senior high schools. Now, if you know, Chromie, National Inspectorate Board. So, what is be about it?
Who can carry a phone to an and having access to a phone in an examination room? It's a no, no, no. And probably we have to even review examiners and supervisors' use of phones, because in some instances, it may be some of them who are aiding the cheating, and therefore we have to limit who can carry a phone to an exam room. And the relationship between the user of that phone, ordinarily I would have just pronounced a ban. But if the examiner haven't arrived with questions early, somebody must call to say that we don't have the exam questions yet. And if they have to finish and report back, but we expect strict compliance.
Because they also make catch you why. I don't pay some anum tea. Be brought for a bad time. Because they also my tongue crown why. Eti make catch you. Aha, Miss Uncle back na Miss Church. I don't pay brought for a bar. Kuku na trouble for a good many na Miss Me Wesa. National HIV estimates. Ye, that Mammy Catchy. Ghana is commission, the other two just said 2024 nipa 15,290. enenya HIV 15,290 you be chirichi ma he ma dodo ne me ma dodo. Gentlemen, good morning. Me gidi say mo ho ye pa. All right. Mama Brown che ya me sha say free ho. Mama 5 minutes na ye enra quick one Kumasi Asante Kotoko, kudos. You did so well. Moya there. But as go now, referee to me nya go draw no. But His Excellency was enjoying. You kind of say fiber linen and kaftan. Yeah, we'll go here, boss.
Yes.
Will be nan kuashe suit to that to way suit here the cost. Eh, yeah, I'm into you and someone tell you I quickly will hit tonight and call.
I would tell me, dear,
yeah, if I told you also, will be out here no. It's a fat so. Also many but
you. I would tell me the American no pay maybe I didn't come we see ya honorable Haruna Idrisu. Now no was it Friday and I said Thursday in the year call. Na discussion and wo hono mo say a UPSC school no kwala bi indecent dress near there or more any attacks be near their tax force no. Yes. Amanfo omo be condemn omo so be bo ma baso boy. But maybe a year drew no. Akotami hu video bi over the weekend. Was it Friday or Saturday? India near kwala bi a wako school. Now say India memma na ya no mo no mutiri no omo tirinwi bebre. Na ni tirinwi no efu ase eba nanim sei. Eba be kata nanim. Teacher ni kuta scissors a wodi etwa ai akwala ni tirinwi no say ne haircut no enye decent for the school. India wu. Akonta India ena saade ni siye. Ye ka e de kire ho say yes ye wo 21st century ye wo de ndie ye wo sa ne ma na akonta ye wo niema bia ye nananom ene tete ye de tete ye ne a akuta ya de besi de yes identify who ye Ghana ni na mo udru baby across the world that ye wo ne ye bia obeda na dia so be ye Ghana ni no hu obon say oye Ghana ni sa de no ye the 21st century computer age, computer generations are ye de esesano and gradually akonta ye lusu ye moral fiber now all because of ye see be the Western culture. Akota de na ye say ne na nanu de ma ye na ye fi say se be ye begimre nti edne ye ya be hu computer ma be hu phone sa ne ma ne manam ye sesano no certain countries egusu akuta omo de especially with India,
Germany
and Germany ne sa mining nyina da su kuto omodiem na no akota na me no tia ne ye discussion bi a ye ka se ene Ghana ya ba bedum pemprenso se ye companies kura no enyi Ghana ni enni it is a basic asemu a okofa Indian
they are importing Thailand,
yes,
India, Pakistan, Sri Lankans to be their general managers and accountants. So now Sri Lanka is exporting human resource
to Ghana.
Because they come in a group. Now, buying your Sompa.
So, Nigina, and yes, Sri Lanka, ni India for no more bano, my accountants na ebano, any Madia Ghana for no.
Their discipline and faithfulness.
Ningina nukredio. Nukredio was ikasam home, Nukredio one a Juma yem, Nukredia a one in Totu Yan in the Sanya Manua, or bed done a dintino, and ma. Ghana for companies who owned by Ghanaians and yes multinational companies no makwa consist of maba and the baby ayaba bedru no it obi bi oba sorry say and then a student of UPSA or school near say or addressing indecently na lecturers be yenyano no nya ne openo na yehunu de ye because akunta ye competing with India na no omo yi omo prime minister was one when you ba ha say so we atade a nation to the extent say your MPs ni be crowd dress it to say Indians Emma na nije
na Mswati ba
yes Swaziland Eswatini unim ko to
Eswatini unim ko Ken Swati of Eswatini
yes
but omo tradition omo member of parliament be obai
yes
also on who the entire hin wache wawari 50
yes
now they want a king to marry more
yes
and we say and say wow say our tradition
yes
we want him to beat Solomon
yes in as much as akunta ye dey the 21st century niema na eba ye
should be a mix
akunta yen kuta ni ye it ono mo na Idrisu mesre ne say it shouldn't be only mobile phone any sa niema ne man yen give you some authority be so to teachers
yes
na teachers no e dey tene nkwala
yes abinder da no education minister be yifi o mo sem
mfaso a ye bo nkwala na kwakosi say meanwhile also so education minister na wo former education na wo jache pram so a
ya mo anka be du ba bia
ye wa ma me du ba bia wo duro yi
nya say ye bu apra ye tia
teacher ni obekọ extreme no emra ni se teacher ni wo ba bu akwala papa na chi na bia wo pra ne sa niam no emra ni uni but yam kwala
ni shouldn't do it wholesome
and ye bu akwala ne akosi sei but
ye ja no nso no akosi sei yaw
ye ja no na akosi sei ade we America no ma ye sa tete o mo na nye wo mo ema nkwala na ji o mo nsam de o mo revert akọ back to o mo basics no ba ye so ye fi say the America for ye no o mo ja nkwala abro o mo ja wenti so no ye nyen ye mane sa akonta ye nyen sebo eni jata 21st century no enya Ghana nko na aba o aba India wo India ho omo computers papa cheyen omo gadgets papa cheyen but almost stick it to omo traditions bi eni niam bi omo de tete wo mo ma no eni na ama Ghana for aye yakono a ye companies eko India eko for accountant edi omo bakroma say
yeah Proverbs 22:15 what be ho
me akonta
Azantibie Proverbs 22:15 na yem fan chawasem no so mebusem etradio no mienu ne nchichemu a yedunum yenim nyansa nche nyame o yenim nyansa nche nyame Proverbs 22:15 twi no was say Azante ejimisem ankasa bata ye se bata ejimisem chichire ebata de wo wa easy
yes ejimisem chichire
ya kan twi no ya we ya kan mantiase no ye mane nkomu ye ya se ejimisem bata obi bata wa otumi twi wo mane ye
mo ene no kre
chichire no je wan fa me ade chichire me age se me de ne ade sane
yes
bibi chichire wa ye sane ne easy
debi
oh ya sofo no so ya me yen kan wonu paraphrase Jimmy Sembata abofra Bible ankasa Jimmy Sembata o si Jimmy Sem chichire abofra akoma ho atenetene aba enya tene so aba atenetene aba bemma no afri ni ho Jimmy ne bata ne ho ne chichire ne ho no wo di atenetene aba ne say discipline
and school ni akwala secondary school etimi
and kwala timi di tioko school say oko train the teacher ababa we ya nye Ibrahim wa
abmo St. Louis the akota weekend minim say uhun say video we ya
I saw the video oba dey
you say omafre uber kai bi na aba school honum uber car ne ko duru school honum na epia obi antim enti Watchman ni security for no hwe anom se da bia de enti ase
St. Louis
o ya ye St. Louis
Jesus Christ
akotati security man ya anom se da bia omo enti ase e be fa ahwan eno driver ne so wa me fo bia anom se ye be hwe car ni ayi mo fra ankle to se wa ahwan nyina de do mo nan ni ade a school time o
enti omo koi
omo pie omo dru gate na no kura
anti ko omo dwane ne omo boys akochele da ya tade ehye no a slim one no inufu nyina aguo ba ko no so hwe body akura keto body okuta
meanwhile no omo colleagues e wa assembly o so utie audio na omo colleagues into teachers
it's early morning
anopa omo whilst omo colleagues e wa assembly a
A Sunday morning.
No, yes, Sunday morning.
What just a weekdays?
Yes.
We.
It's bad time. After we, ya now say like yenyanisa.
Anklet Gunina.
Yes, teacher Nini Council where they did that.
Such a beautiful aqua.
No. It's in security men, no.
Chatadia or DP.
I be a boot to the near her. And Kuala Fre Uba best school. Oh, no, Yansa says so much like him so mupia. Yamakwa Momumpie. It was a boot.
Yes. Shankle te Gunina.
Some Kuala way say yet to my say Jimmy.
Now, and ya, sir. Phone or the coast.
More school phone on the
and on the guy in the Dean Coma.
Up on
what you say, guy in the crutch now, baby, or trying woman. What?
Into when the Uber or do Pierre
because Uber no a teacher in a mano. They should ban this school. I will for Basha Bonnet. Wait, Uber. Now, boot your mushe.
Yeah.
One keep your diaco rabbit be na car accident. You may be able to now, Oba fie, Oba school, yes, you couldn't have St. Louis headmistress now. What they are saying, no Quacojano. Share.
Nen kwala no baby o makwa akodru ni o ye tian kwala we a musie na o tian no ne kosi sei
o tian ne kosi sei na me baby anywhere oh ya we me market way from Skylar to Kitwa so obedi nkwasi ase wo mani so oboa na me se kwaku Boakye coin da ho no makofa obo me ma 6 bi wo asafo ave everyone no me nwie obi ade da
yes when you cry
me who cry me twam asante ma me tio
with regards to education you know I'm paying mama or lunch free friends
no stress free
and I think Ghana are buying in recent times our investment in education it became very substantial however me on mama paying mama in regards to say training colleges yes, I have mama allowance. Ya ba be feed you woman.
Ya say to your first fee.
Yes, to your stress fee no.
Anita.
On my own say
training college for no pombejwa.
Oh no, on say it wasn't part of NDC promise.
And the university, almost a tertiary.
Na me say na me ne training college no. Na say omo time no to the system ko mu yi sare na free ho. Omo yi free ho say wo ko training college you will be given your loan. Say student loan policy now. No more.
The student loan trust was there. It cost them an election.
Don't
you think they should learn?
Yes, no, say learning. Because say are buying investment in education. Because technically, you need to know which school you cry. As to whether the person was still being a training college, you say you can divert. Are buying a fan hooker all this one. Almost a tertiary. If they are tertiary, they should be treated as tertiary institution.
So for you the allowance
more. Be an answer na yaboma ya can say yes your woman did and pay you mere. Feeding na saba nyema abansa take care of all this. So ebasa na Adam for being called invest almost enjoy. Because when you school for me with this stressful no crab and the bar. Me when he say the mama make so simple no. Among fast nko se gen ya kranka ho. Na mo ama parents na akuko mu enyo mo but say you want tertiary institution na or say nursing teacher training yes I be more allowance eventually say obi ani be kire ho meanwhile obewie school there's a backlog obewie school na wie no na
adjuma there is a backlog of teachers
ana make about go train fie better
no even in the teaching field no nurse for no egu fie no and don't just say they are occupied. The best of chance say nurse ni emfa na adwuma and don't just say ye hia no sika e de betua ne ka financial clearance and ama nurse for bebre atifie enti a nurse to a patient no ratio no Ghana ye nu ho afi what I say teacher to student ratio no ye nu ho so there is still a backlog of teachers. I also a foul.
No.
What you say?
Unisika.
W. Asante. University is wholesome like dondology. Wow. These are professionals. Technical. You should understand. teaching is not like say be amakoye sociology or university. Specific. It is say be a pharmacy. It is say be a TBA which say then medicine nomne, pharmacy nomne, certain key outfits via Ghana ye hiano. And you are buying no extended to them, no by arguing. But okay say obi kwa kosia dondology how to perform movies near day and art and now obi kwa koye enema bi na sociology ni courses bebree history no near day na sponsor history ni no
now asema obi about dondone ya enye creative arts asema na yake
me ba so say ya as ante creative art it yes training creative arts for 10 training nurses for 10 one na be training you so asema no
oh
afena oh
no me o pese me nkanes but me no e be depend ni pa no tie
aso
my nurses for omo nya omo healing amount for me boa and so be so the nyon so healing so it depends on how and the recreation as well on my
just how you are in
on my and for recreation
it's good but
the main can say buying investment training college you say virtually 3 square meters ombenya omwia ala wa beba first beba we because you oban tie on say amount for chile me ehun say the entire Muslim thing say 87 do side we buy say are those days not people's interest in the training college no form so it was about motivation yeah it is no
and still I hear teacher for
a teacher I want baby go
share asante konkrasi ya ji o magu krom 2% teacher
oh my
edoso konkrasi be teachers
ya aban di be mo freebies now be wie now won't me employ am now mo go fie 3-4 years no enu say enka be mo this stress free program onya loan facility who you are employed then enka well me final issue with the electoral commission run
quick one
electoral commission
class is so the better now be Orlando what the better now be
what's what they
electoral commission the run na omo propose me in election bia wodin ye wo by election ye wo general election but run election there Ukraine no they by
time was by election no but me my issue is the electoral commission so officer he is doing something to appease the certain government onyai na petition train for no da ho Apia Professor Apia he's a friend, a very good friend of mine, but on thing who say petition da ho boss man aside doctor me didn't come da ho tete na me said that ni but ono kra wan say wa Jamen Simon Kasa and Hoda 4 the gang of 4 Sanya to Mudi and the hot chair womo they should not play the ostrich petition the whole na ma minute and come on ye
Chief Justice in Yanko
Chief Justice or better Jebon the petition I command only suspended no acting on to me acting with that Ganam rank should say an acting Chief Justice will be petitioned the president a Chief Justice and utina da ho ese du nketia anano okọ PM Express oni Abranche friends Evans and some more kai and them amenu ne apamfo ne ye no o mama ese du nketia I dibim it will be on the petition because some amenu bo wakra enye fe no ye pam no
komedu be mo si aka 2 police stations pe
mo ya security
na mo declare
your hunu so are ready
your hunu so
na 19 na mo koto you want to please
19
the government
na dey hu kra say mo electoral commission for mo no mo si pink sheet mo ni bi na mo rely on political parties
ya me enko na kotokofo asha Abranche no say na open term abe kan dey kotokofo asha no
na pass bi na ayi maye na eko boy no ho na friend say
footballer dey friend ayi won say unim kotokofo players they say am ka say mam 11 na unim menso minim ba Barcelona bo mu nyina
Kwampoku kra no abam siga
Kwampoku boy
why they say go no a winning goal no
Kwampoku ana kwampoku ne say
and above empty net
akwa bi
na Adena has go no Adena wanye
akota offside ani e ma mo penalty shey mu na mo boto twene
penalty ne de ebo akwa ne saba akwa no bo penalty no be ben no aka pa me so fucking guy pa abusuafo ye peje mu aba